What's up, YouTube? My name is Mr. Midnight, and I'm excited to reveal something that I've been working on. Right, it's been keeping me up for a couple weeks now. It's called the Midnight Labs Canary, and it is an ESP32 based device. ESP32 is based off the Arduino. There's similar types of devices, but this one has Wi-Fi compatibility as well as Bluetooth compatibility as well. So it's kind of why we decided to work with the ESP32. And the thing that we wanted to work on, right, that we wanted to figure out was we wanted to see if we could use this thing as a portable reconnaissance device, right? So what does that mean? Basically, the portable reconnaissance device is designed so that if you want to log into an unfamiliar network and you're not really sure if it's safe or not to connect something that might have, important data in it, then what you would do is you would actually use this device to connect to the network. It would ideally gather all of the information that it can about the network safely, right, of course, and then it will present that information to you. So, that said, we actually had a few different things we were planning on with the ESP32 that we were doing. We're still planning on doing it. We have a OLED monitor right here. I don't know if you can see it. Right, that's an upgrade that we're going to get done in one of the future versions of it. We also have our breadboard and everything back there that will get hooked up to it, but primarily we want to focus on functionality over some of the different design things. We want to make sure that it can actually do the thing that we wanted it to do, right? And so far, we do have a working proof of concept. So, lastly, one other thing, the way that it works. Matter of fact, let me get to showing you what it does real quick, and then I'll show you the way it works. So, let's upload, and what's going to happen is this thing's going to run. Okay, so while it's running, while it's uploading, I'm going to explain to you guys what exactly this thing is doing right now. What it's going to do is going to prompt me to get in. There we go. So it's going to search all of our networks nearby. Boop. You see that? And it's going to ask me which network we want to join. We're going to go ahead and press 4 to join our lab environment. We actually have a lab environment specifically for testing new equipment like this. It's going to ask us for our password. We're going to make sure that we put that up here and then throw that password on. And once it gets in, it's going to present its network identity to us. There. Voila. Now, once it presents that network identity, it'll allow us to, and we can see right here, right, we have the SSID, we have the IP address that's been assigned to the ESP32, to the Canary. We have the default gateway that's been assigned, the subnet, and the DNS server, as well as RSSI. Now, that being said, the way that let me go into the asset discovery real quick. We're going to do a ARP discovery network. That's it. So the really cool thing about the way that we started this started off doing TCP handshakes, which is the equivalent of the device walking into a room and asking every individual chair if there's somebody sitting there and what they're doing. Basically, it takes a very long time. Now, what we're going to do this time is, or what we actually did was we scrapped the TCP handshake, the way that it was identifying devices. We scrapped that. We used ARP technology. The ARP protocol. And we use that to basically discover our devices on the network. So right now, it's actually finding all the devices on the network. And once it's done, I'll come back. And it looks like our scan finished. What it did was it discovered 4 assets in the network. You see the duration, it took about 800 seconds. It keeps dropping down for the input timeout. It took about 800 seconds to do the scan. It showed all 4 of the assets, right? It's asking if we performed a deep scan on these assets yet. And it has not. Right? We've not done a deep scan on any of the assets yet. But we can go and do a deep scan. It'll check all the ports on whatever asset it is that it's looking at. It'll tell what vendor is attached to the MAC address. and basically, kind of give a guess about what the device is, more or less, on the network. Now, like I said, it's not doing anything hostile. It's not like sending packets or nothing like that. It's just looking at them, looking at the device on the network, trying to figure out if they're doing anything malicious or not, or if they're sending suspicious traffic in the network. That said, that's about the gist of what our Canary does. It can deep scan one asset, can deep scan all the assets, right, and it can then store them in in the inventory as a baseline, right. So if you come back into that same network, let's say a different day, something like that, and some of your information has changed, like let's say next time you log into that network, the gateway is different, or the DNS is different, the DNS server is different, then the Canary will actually notify you of that. It'll notify you that this same network that you're connected to is now giving you different information. Right now, that doesn't necessarily mean by itself that it's hostile or malicious, but it's just something worth noting. Okay, so that about concludes my presentation. If possible, I just may post a source code at a later date for this device, especially once I work on it and get things up and running. But there will certainly be some updates about this thing. All right. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And that's it. Peace.